With COVID-19 cases continue to rise each and every passing day, more than a year after the pandemic hit the country, public health measures remain at the center of the response. The pandemic has seen hundreds of the Kenyans lose their lives, with thousands infected and affected. The epicenter during the pandemic is depression and anxiety disorders brought about by the job losses, pay cuts amid the hard-hit economy. It's on this note that the members of parliament have an issue with the government for failure to open up the economy.
Mr. Speaker, we're dealing with human lives. Mr. Speaker, it's a known fact that in this country, over the last 3 months, there have been 483 suicide cases that have been reported. 483 suicide cases. More people are literally losing their livelihood from the effects of these lockdowns and these operations that the government has been able to put into place than even COVID itself.
Vita Member of Parliament Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasir petitioned the House by seeking the answers why the Ministry of Health is doing less to facilitate a favorable environment for the Kenyans.
483 people, Mr. Speaker, and not even a single one of us here will deny that right now joblessness is at its highest in this country. None of us will deny here that every single day they receive phone calls from their constituents that people are being sent home because of lack of school fees. No one here is going to deny, Mr. Speaker, divorce rate as well is amongst the highest. We are breaking families.
Sharif Nasir petition received a boost with his counterparts, echoing similar sentiments.
What the ministry has actually given is inadequate. We need to see a progress on how these people are going to get, how we can be able to prevent COVID, at the same time allow people even to travel. We could even introduce that everybody who travels on the buses must be vaccinated.
The ministry seems to be proverbially ostrich burying its head under the sun, knowing that everything is okay, yet Kenyans are suffering.
A task force on the mental health indicates that Kenya has a high burden of the mental health illness due to ill health, psychological disability, and premature mortality, with huge gaps in access to care.
Mr. Speaker, I empathize with the Honorable Nazir, and indeed it's true. Many entrepreneurs, Mr. Speaker, are really suffering. If you're in transport industry, Mr. Speaker, and the capacity has been reduced, it minimizes your chance to break even. And if you cannot break even, Mr. Speaker, that means the business is going to collapse.
The best way we can get out of it is to have the entire population vaccinated, or at least at a threshold where we can be able to be comfortable to say that these should suffice.
So I want to ask the CS and the Ministry of Health to come out very clearly on COVID, so that actually we have had immunity and we save our people.
I think the best thing to be done by the minister or the Minister of Health should devise a method of making sure every Kenyan is vaccinated. Once every Kenyan is vaccinated, so that we go back to our normal lives.
The World Health Organization says such cases are attributed to joblessness, breakup of the relationship or death, academic failures or pressures, legal difficulties, financial difficulties, among others. Reporting for Ebro TV, I'm Jeff Khaemba.